Hey everyone, welcome to the start of Unit 2. I'm doing my little video today from the backyard because the weather's been better and it's been nice to get outside. So I figured, why should I bother coming inside to do this? So anyway, Unit 2 is all about actual strategies and tactics that we can employ in our design work. Up to this point, we've been looking at things like the frameworks that we can use to sort of shape our thinking about sustainability. Now we're getting to go much more into actual tactics that you can use every day. We're going to be looking at a variety of things, including localization, dematerialization, transmaterialization, designing for reuse, disassembly, effectiveness, and we're also going to be looking a bit at systems. So not every strategy that we lay out here and we go over in these next 3 weeks is going to be applicable to every single design situation, but they do give us sort of like different wrenches in our toolbox that will help us to know what to consider at the start. If we're stuck a little bit, we can know exactly what to look to find a way to jumpstart our design, and they help us avoid some unintended consequences. So this week is actually going to be pretty heavy on readings. We are going to be doing a lot of reading to get info about reducing resource and material usage. This is the reducing unit here, or week within the unit. A lot of these units are marked as optional, and I've told most of you that I feel like the optional ones are things you should set aside for later. But this week, you may want to at least go and take a glance at all of the different links because they're going to feed the assignments that we're doing in the next couple of weeks. We're starting a pretty robust project this week called Transmaterialize This. So at least go in and make sure you're very familiar with the concept of transmaterialization and informationalization. There's specific links to take you to some ideas about how those have been employed. This project is worth 110 points, and you have 2 weeks to work on it. It's going to be due at the end of next week, week 6. So I would encourage you, though, to not procrastinate on this. I've allotted 2 hours to spend on this assignment this week. Please do that. I know a lot of you have been struggling with things like illnesses, work stuff that's coming up. I'm hearing a lot from people about these competing priorities, which I totally understand. But one good thing you can do to try and avoid things happening at the last minute is to spread your work out. So since we've got 2 weeks to work on this, please go ahead and get started on it this week to ease any curveballs that might come your way next week. We're going to be looking at how we can move away from designing objects and towards designing services and product service systems. So it's a pretty fun project, and I think you guys are going to like working on this one. This is an exciting unit because it really is starting to get into what to actually do. You know, it's not so much thinking and philosophizing about it. It's much more about applying it and doing things. So this is where we get into the meat of it. So anyway, give me a call or message me if you come up with anything you'd like to discuss. Otherwise, good luck getting in here to Unit 2. Make sure you take the test on Unit 1 before Wednesday. On Wednesday, it will disappear. So there is no taking it late after Wednesday. No matter what happens, you've got to get it done by the end of day Wednesday. So let's get that out of the way so we can really get into Unit 2 and get moving here. And if you haven't already, please do the survey also so that I can get a better feel about how you guys are feeling about the material. All right, I'm actually getting kind of cold out here, so I'm going to go. All right, see you all later.